Ever wonder why some scroll endlessly but post nothing? In a world where everyone shares their face, food, and feelings, people assume it's insecurity or something wrong. But psychology research shows up to 90% of users are lurkers who just watch without posting, and it often means the opposite: confidence and strength. Stick around to discover the 7 psych patterns that prove not posting is your superpower, but most get it wrong. First, silence gives them control. Posting gives others access. Silence keeps boundaries. People who don't post much often care deeply about control over their inner world. They decide what stays private. They decide what's shared. Not everything needs an audience. Not every moment needs approval. To them, silence isn't emptiness, it's ownership. Second, they see social media for what it is. Most online content isn't life, it's a highlight reel. People who post less often understand this early. They know how easily reality can be edited, filtered, shaped. So they stop measuring their life through likes. They don't hate social media, they just don't want to live inside it. Third, posting slowly turns life into a performance. You start thinking in captions. You start doing things for reactions. You start asking, how will this look? People who stay quiet often step away when they feel that shift, when living starts to feel like acting. They don't want to prove who they are. They want to be who they are. Fourth, they value real presence. For quiet people online, moments feel more real when they stay unshared. Laughing without recording, traveling without posting, achieving something without announcing it. Psychology calls this psychological ownership, when an experience belongs fully to you. Once it's posted, it becomes public, open to judgment, misunderstanding, comparison. Some people protect their moments by keeping them private. Fifth, silence doesn't mean emptiness. Quiet people online often have loud inner worlds. They think deeply, reflect constantly, observe carefully. They may not speak much online, but their minds are rarely still. They don't need to externalize every thought. They process internally. Sixth, sometimes silence comes from exhaustion. Not all silence is peace. Some of it comes after burnout, after posting too much, after explaining too much, after being misunderstood too often. So they step back, quietly, without announcing it. Not because they stopped caring, but because they started protecting themselves. Seventh, real connection doesn't need proof. When you stop posting, something interesting happens. You notice who checks on you without updates, who remembers you without reminders, who connects without content. Quiet people often build fewer relationships, but deeper ones. They don't bond through posts, they bond through presence. Staying quiet online doesn't mean someone is invisible. It often means they don't need to be seen to exist. In a world obsessed with attention, choosing silence can be a form of strength. Not everything meaningful needs to be shared. Some things grow better in private. And sometimes, the most confident thing you can do is live your life without turning it into content. And subscribe.